Hey everybody, Pop Call. It's Friday night. John Hope Bryant, entrepreneur and author of the MEMO. Thank you guys for getting us over 50 million video views. Where the movement's growing, over 8,000 people a week signing up. Make sure you contact Operation Hope, get your free financial coaching and counseling session at an office near you. We're opening offices every 2 weeks. Now, let me jump into this topic. It's Friday night. I'm sure you guys want to do great things other than listen to me wherever you are. I'm going to make this quick. I posted something from a rapper. I don't know his name. I'm not trying to dog him. I'm not trying to help him. I'm not trying to hurt him. This rapper did some stupid stuff. And hey, you guys signing in. Hey, Dondi. Sorry I missed you when I was in Memphis. Hey, Divine Ford. Hey, Rakita, my cousin. You guys are signing in from all over. Hey, Sammy, I believe that is. Sammy Mo. Loretta from Newark, New Jersey. Okay, Julian. So somebody said, John, keep it positive. Why are you trading in TMZ kind of information on these rappers? Look, I get content from a wide range of places. I pay attention to a wide range of knowledge. My library is right here. I'm always reading and watching the news, and I get information from a wide range of places. And again, I'm not jamming up this rapper. With all due respect, I don't care about this rapper one way or the other. I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm not trying to help him. I wish him well. I don't like the ignorance. By the way, I love rap music. I think Tupac was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I loved a lot what Biggie did. I like what Jay-Z, this last album he dropped, I thought was absolutely brilliant, and I bought it the first day and even did a video about it. There's a lot of rappers, conscious rappers, that I think who are very popular, who are doing very well, who I support 100%. Some of which I know, many of which I don't. There's the people in the music business that Quincy Jones and my boy Howard Hewitt, those from different genres and different music types. And I just, where would the world be without music, right? Music is probably the first language in the world. Where would the world be without creativity? Where would the world be without artists? Where would the world be without athletes? Where would the world be without those who pursue the creative crafts in this world? It would be nothing. And rap came from Africa, came from the tribal leaders, came from a very positive place. Hey, Donna Smith. Came from a very positive place. It started out as a way for oppressed people to articulate their pain in a way that was positive and sort of almost like music therapy, to get it out their system in a way that was healing. And then it's devolved into calling women. I want to say this, but I don't want kids to hear this. But they call women B's and H's. You know what I'm about to say. You know what I want to say. I can say hoes. Call women hoes is not cool. Call women B's as if that's their name, and somehow that's okay. It's not okay. I'm not gonna make it okay. I'm not gonna say it's okay. I don't want little kids to think it's okay. I don't want people to think that what we're saying is okay. It's not okay. Watch how you live your life. It may be the only Bible that anybody else reads. Now, in this particular situation, the rapper, and yes, you're welcome to give your opinion here. If you agree or disagree, I see some thumbs up there. But if you want to disagree with me, put thumbs down. Put a comment in here, and we can go back and forth with your intelligent and thoughtful remarks about what it is I'm saying. I don't mind if you disagree with me. In fact, I think intelligent disagreement is healthy. I will not deal with disrespect. I will not deal with folks talking nonsense. This is the part of the problem. Hey, JL. Part of the problem is that we have been, to rationalize is to tell rational lies. To rationalize is to tell rational lies. And we need to destroy excuses. We need to destroy excuses. I'll get to my recommendation in a minute. So this particular rapper got into an argument over jewelry that he bought a bunch of expensive, probably overpriced jewelry from he had made, and versus paying a dude for what he was owed. It's on my page, by the way. He went and knocked the guy over. So the guy tried to call him, tried to reach him. He wouldn't respond to the guy, wouldn't return his phone calls, owed the guy money, right? Then this guy sees him, Eric the jeweler or whatever, sees him at a public place, and the rap artist here pops him upside the head. Him and his boys jump on this old man, or whoever he is, and beat him up. Come on now. It's just some ignorant mess. First of all, pay your dang on bills. If you can't pay your bills, Be legit. Be a man and say you can't pay your bills. Somebody said my burning midnight oil. Absolutely, always. So I'm about to go training. My race I have coming up, and my auto race I have coming up, my endurance race after I finish with this, and to spend time with my family. But I wanted to spend time with you before I did that. So he beat this dude down in the most ignorant way possible. And then somebody on this page had the nerve enough to say that, well, I shouldn't be jamming up rappers. Now let me make this very clear to you. This is the problem. This is the problem that we have, is that we have dumbed down and celebrated it, right? We have made dumb sexy. And we need to make smart sexy again. Hey, Lee from Baltimore. So we have it takes 20 years to change a culture, Quincy Jones says. In the last 20 years, we've made dumb sexy. We've dumbed down and celebrated it, and now we've got to make smart sexy again. We've got to be through with all this mess. No more bees, no more hoes, no more dealing with people glorifying drugs, no more folks glorifying putting down our women in public, no more folks saying that just because you make money, everything else is okay. If you're rich, you can be a jerk and a bum and a crappy role model, and however you get it is cool if you're cool. No, all that stuff is for the birds, right? I'd rather be an honest trash collector than a rich drug dealer selling drugs in our neighborhood and feeding on our depression. And if you're going to be a rap star and you're going to pump all this negative energy in our community, I'd rather you just step off the stage and take that stuff someplace else, or we need to call it for what it is, which is trash. Now, so I love legitimate artists, I love consciousness, right? I love hope and I love love, but I haven't even got to my point. These folks are forgetting that this is the music business. So even if you want to reject everything I just said about consciousness, reject it, fine. Even though, somebody I love very much said, John, part of our problem is that we've settled for low frequency. We need to be high frequency. Ambassador Young said we need to solve our problems from the neck up, meaning you're using your brain versus the shoulders down. It means you're using your fist. As Benjamin Mays said, it was Dr. King's aid in the civil rights movement. He said that the greatest sin is not failure, it's low aim. Boom. The greatest sin is not failure, it's low aim. We had to stop with the excuses and stop settling for okie-doke mess. And it is not cool to be knocking somebody out in a public venue just because you don't like that you owe the dude some money. Pay your bills. Or give the jewelry back. Don't buy stuff you can't afford in the first place. I mean, this is a ridiculous conversation. Now, here's the real deal. People don't realize, okay, whether it's the music deal or the sports deal or whether you're a barber shop, it's the business, people. It's the music business. Stop segregating this out like it's some kind of a special category. Whether you're in banking or whether you're in hair care or whether you're in music or whether you're in the arts, or you name the industry, write them down there and challenge me. Whether it's baseball, basketball, football, whether it's squash, whether it's, nail techs. I mean, whatever it is, it's all ultimately a business. None of this stuff survives without a business model. You think these rappers are performing for free? Of course not. They're performing for a fee. You think these professional athletes are performing for free? No, they're performing for a fee. So if you're going to be paid to perform and paid to be a public figure, then act like it. And even if you're not going to act like it, you're going to tell your rear end and act like you ain't got no sense. And I say ain't got on purpose. That it ain't got no sense. You don't have any sense. At least understand that it's the music business. It's the business of music. And what did Quincy Jones say? He told me, John, if you're in the music business, everybody needs to get the memo, by the way. Is everything that the world never taught you about how power, money, and wealth really work in this world. Quincy Jones told me, John, if you're in the music business and you don't own music rights or publishing rights or some kind of ownership rights, you're actually not in the music business, you're just a temporary performer. Boom. Did you guys get that? I'm going to repeat that. Destroy excuses. That if you think you're in the music business and you are rocking, too many of us are just rocking a mic, bouncing a ball, hitting a ball, or doing some kind of performing and not understanding that in many cases the real wealth are folks not just cashing checks but the ones writing them, the folks that is not on stage but folks who own the stage. We have got the obsession with the wrong thing, and we think that because we're rich that means we're wealthy. It's just not true. is that it's not because you're rich, that you've got some money right now, that means you're wealthy, and it's just not true. And if you don't respect the fact that this is a business, and that you are, and as a performer only, you're disposable, and they can replace you anytime they want, and they have been replacing you 1,000 times over in 5 years, 1,000 times over in 5 years. Now, Tupac understood this and was heading toward ownership. Everybody I respect, Jay-Z, again, understand this is an ownership game. Own your content, own your voice, own your brand. Understand that everything you say and you do contributes or distracts from your brand. Understand what's going on here, and don't be like, no, I'm not concerned about all that stuff. I'm not concerned about my money. You're gonna be broke. Because while you sitting here chilling and buying all this expensive jewelry and flossing for your boys, your so-called business manager is robbing you in broad daylight because your business manager is taking 15%, your agent's taking 10%, you're getting all your baby mamas and everybody else, I don't know, 20%. You're funding your boys, that's another 10%. Tax man wants 35 or 40%. You think you made $1 million, you really just made $250,000. You're spending $1.2 million when really you only have $200,000, which means you're already broke. And when you go get that Mercedes because you weren't paying attention to your credit score, I'm sorry, that Rolls Royce you couldn't afford. The Rolls Royce is being written up while they're smiling at you and asking for your autograph and a photo. The dealership, which really makes their money, and the corrupt dealerships, makes their money on the finance department and the service department and not even selling cars. So they're writing you up while they're asking you for a photo. They're writing you up for a 25% interest rate financing because your credit is so toe up and bad they can't get you a bank, can't get you financing from a bank. Emily's dying with laughter. They can't get you financing from a bank or even a respectable secondary financing. So while you sitting there profiling with your broke teeth and gold toothpieces and can't speak English and didn't finish high school because you didn't think education was important, and you're flossing and trying to be cool and yo, what's up? You've been robbed in broad daylight while you're buying the Rolls Royce you cannot afford. And you're asking the wrong question. You're asking what's the payment when you should be asking what's the interest rate. I'm going to repeat that. You're asking what's the payment when you should be asking what's the interest rate. And when your outflow exceeds your inflow, then your overhead will be your downfall. And when you make $1 and spend $1.50, the only question is when you're going to be broke, not if you're going to be broke. So the reality is that when you go get that Rolls Royce that you cannot afford, and they put a 25% or 18% car note on that car. I just got a car, got approved for a car note. I got my interest rate was prime rates. I'm getting my business, but I mean it's not uncommon to get an interest rate for 2 or 3% on a car, and you're paying very little interest. When you start compounding 10%, 15%, 18, 20% interest, you should be getting a car for transportation, not a car for luxury. And if you're going to buy a car like that, pay for it cash, even though it's a diminishing asset, not an appreciating asset. A whole other conversation. When you're buying a car, you're not buying an investment. You're buying transportation that will literally go down in value as you're walking off the lot. But these fools are buying these Rolls Royces and not paying attention to the details, and then upset when the Rolls Royce gets repossessed because they didn't realize that you'll never really pay that thing off, right? And then they go get a home loan for whoever, baby mama, whoever, or maybe even honorably their mother, but then they're financially illiterate. Their credit score sucks. They're not paying attention to their financing, so they're paying 13% for a mortgage and probably paying 10 points up front, which is 10% of the loan value, because they aren't paying attention to the details. Their account's robbing them in broad daylight because they're so busy flossing, and they're going to the club, throwing out $5,000, $10,000 on an evening to people who could care less. The club owner that is at home with his family, while your fool ass is at the club paying for a $500 bottle of champagne that costs them $50 at the warehouse. I'm just sick and tired of folks robbing our people in broad daylight and us acting like it's cool. Whether it's so you're the rapper, you got an advance on your check, which you'll never be able to pay back. You're not paying attention to your finances. You're being robbed with little fees from your accountant, your attorney, your CPA, your manager. I'm not saying all of them doing this. I'm saying that a lot of folks are robbing people because you're just not paying attention to what matters. They know you're not paying attention. They're smiling at you. They're robbing you in broad daylight, and they're waiting for the next fool to come. The next so-called entertainer to come by when your rear end has gotten 3 hits, and that's it, and you're washed up. And by that time, it's too late. It's too late to claim your victory because now you've checked your box. They're done with you, and the camera's not interested in you anymore. No one's following your media, And now all of a sudden you get religion once you are dead broke. It's too late by then. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. The music business is a business. Las Vegas is a business. Why does Las Vegas keep getting bigger? No matter how much money you take there and you think you're winning, because they are got more money that you're leaving than you are taking. They're making more money than they are spending. It is simple math. Las Vegas keeps getting larger and bigger because Las Vegas keeps making, 1,000 times more money than they're paying out in bets. So if you're going to win a bet, fantastic. But understand that is not designed for you to win. It's designed for a few people to win so that that word spreads. Oh my God, I can win in Las Vegas. And look, if you're going to go to Las Vegas, it's like Bitcoin. Go there and go to some shows. Go shopping. If you want to go bet, like my mother, take the money you can afford to lose. But don't take your lunch money. Don't take your rent money. Don't take your car note money. That's ridiculous. Don't go there thinking that you're going to get rich. You're going to get robbed. You're going to invest in Bitcoin, invest with the money you can afford to lose, because I already told you, when it was $16,000, people were saying, John, you're crazy. It went up to $20,000 and said, don't do it. It went down from $20,000 to $16,000 to $14,000 to $11,000. It's now $9,000. And you bought it at $19,000, you'd be dead broke right now, and you'd be cursing somebody at me out for not warning you. So I'm telling you that there is no free lunch. If it's free, it's probably stale. So rappers, you need to understand that you're being taped. It's what did Malcolm X say? You've been took. You've been bamboozled. You've been tricked. So I'm not hating on you. I'm trying to save you. Do you know that 75%, somebody just mentioned the lottery. Do you know that 80% of everybody who wins the lottery is dead broke in 5 years? Do you know that 84% of all NBA players are bankrupt 5 years after retirement? Do you know that 70% of NFL players, hey Shirley, 70% of NFL players, 70% bankrupt 5 years after retirement? I'm not jamming up these rappers. I'm trying to save these rappers. I'm not trying to jam up anybody. I'm talking to you straight. I got nothing to gain by this. I earn nothing. I make not a dime. And by the way, I'll give you the book for free. Read the book. Think the book's useless? Mark the book up. Send the book back with me. Send with your receipt, plus your shipping costs, and tell me to give you a refund. I will personally write you a check for the full amount and send it back to you and donate the book to a public school. I don't make money off books. I'm an entrepreneur, all right? So let's be clear about this. Operational services are free. I got no agenda here except your uplift. So don't come at me sideways talking about trying to edit or critique when I decide to speak and when I don't. It's very simple. Destroy excuses if you want to be successful, and understand that there's been 1,000 rappers with that same broke-ass mentality that I talk about on my page that are broke today because they didn't listen to somebody like me 5 years ago. I'm trying to help them. All these folks with these 5-year, $100 million contracts in sports, dead broke working at Starbucks. Aren't you tired of these stories? Aren't you tired of this lost potential, lost opportunity for folks to make a fortune, do well, and then give back, have enough to give back to the community sustainably? Aren't you tired of people? Aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? I'm telling you, this is a game, people. That this is business. It's show business. It's the business of sports. It's the business of entertainment. Whatever you want, even a church as noble and authentic as most churches are, cannot survive without charitable donations and you making your contribution of your 5 or 10% into that giving tray every week. They cannot survive on your prayers and good wishes alone. They've got to pay their bills. They got to pay the mortgage. It's simple math, people. So these folks flossing around here, the folks who got real power, just laughing. So I don't know about you, but no one's gonna laugh at me. You can say you don't like my personality. You can say John's too confident. You can say that you don't like the way I walk. Okay, that's fair. That fair exchange, no robbery. But you will not walk me off the stage based on anything legitimate. You put me in a room with NBAs, I'll run a circle around them. I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna stay up late. I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna hustle harder. If I don't have compounded interest, I'm gonna have compounded hustle. I'm gonna destroy my competition, if there is one, simply because I'm smarter, I'm more focused, I'm more resilient, I persevere, I never give up, and I'm obsessed with learning and knowledge, and I'm not gonna make any excuses. I'm gonna destroy excuses. What are you gonna do? And what are we gonna tolerate? So here's my drop the mic moment. You can't give anything you don't have. If I don't like me, I'm not going to like you. If I don't love me, I'm not going to love you. If I don't have respect for me, I can't respect you. If I don't have a purpose in my life, I'm going to make your life a living hell. And then I'm going to get a t-shirt made. I'm going to sell it on my page. There's a lot of love in the word no. I love you, Joe Blow, cousin Joy, but you need to go get a job. I love you, cousin Louie, but if you're going to do the crime, you dang well going to do the time. I love you, auntie or uncle or cousin Billy, but if you don't have those babies, you dang well are going to take care of them, right? You're not going to be a baby mama, a baby daddy. You're going to be a father or a mother and take care of the children, or you're going to get the hell out of my house. You cannot call yourself a community leader and not produce any community results. You've got to show up and deliver something other than lip and mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, go get the memo. Unbossed, unbiased, coming to you straight, no chaser, from Atlanta, Georgia. Remember this. I love you.